You're going to have your knees hip width apart, and you're going to come down to your forearms with your hips in front of your knees. Very similar to a plank position. This would be the introductory plank position. Now, hips and shoulders are going to be at the same height for right now. The palms can be either face up, face down, or just facing each other. The important thing is that you can keep the forearms parallel. So we don't want to have the elbows outside where it's like a diamond shape. And we also want to make sure that we're starting with the shoulders right on top of the elbows, not behind. So for the plank position to feel like abs, you can sink down first so that you can feel that the push up between the shoulder blades, where you're pushing the entire rib cage up between them until they spread apart and you start to feel side ab muscles kind of like around the sides here. For me, that's when I start to feel it, is that push up all the way. So this is the plank position. The important thing is you are not changing the length in your trunk. So I'm not going to round and push my upper back up where my chest faces my thighs, because then it becomes a crunch. It's not a plank. So I'm going to start relaxed. I'm going to keep my chest or my breastbone facing the front of the mat. I'm going to make sure I'm pushing through my elbows and I'm not using my neck to come up. And that's the plank position there. That's the setup. You should feel like your back is pretty relaxed and open. You're going to breathe here. So full exhales, maintaining the push while feeling your rib cage deflating your clothing. Pausing when you're empty, breathing in only through your nose. For as many breaths as you can handle being in this position. Now, we can also turn that into a little bit of a mobility exercise, where if we're starting in 90 degrees of flexion, we can kind of slowly rock back so that it opens up range and we're able to get our arms a little bit more overhead. But that would be very gradual. So I would start in the same position. Let's say I do a few breaths here where I feel that when I breathe in, my rib cage expands in multiple directions, which is great. That makes some changes. What I can then do is start to creep back after every few breaths. So let's say I did a few breaths here. My back felt like it expanded. It stretched out from the inside out. And I'm going to go a little further back and a little further back, a little further back. Maybe my hips kind of tuck underneath me and it gives me a stretch. Maybe they stay in flexion. As long as my chest doesn't round or crunch, I may be able to get further back, further back, further back with each breath. Now, I'm demonstrating this in a rushed manner for the sake of the video to not make it a 20-minute video, but it's the same breathing exercise. You start here. After a few breaths, you can get a little further back. After more breaths, you can get a little further back. You're just going to take your time with it and only move into a range that your breath feels like it grants you access to.